You know that feeling when you lost something? That feeling that strikes like a snake when you realize that you don't have the thing you need. Your briefcase, your purse, your keys, and you left them someplace where anyone could see. It's a twinge of guilt mixed with a mudslide of anxiety, whisking you to turn the wheels on your car 180 degrees away from where you were going and back to the places you came from. Backtracking, retracing, forehead slapping, mumbling to yourself, come on, until you find yourself at the last place you haven't looked. And please, feel for a moment that feeling, walking back to the last place where you think it could be, after that place is already closed, an almost empty parking lot between you and what you want most. And remember, you banging at the door, hoping and praying to see someone still there who can help. Remember, just when you think the last shred of hope is lost, you see an after-hours janitor come into view, stopping all his cleaning and mopping, coming towards you through glass doors. And you know you have a shot at recovering what you lost. Remember the kind look in his eyes as he asks you, "How can I help you?" in a tone like he's annoyed but really amused, because he gets this all the time, people like you who've lost something and are banging at the door to get it back. Remember how you fire back with excitement. "I lost my briefcase. Have you seen it?" "No," he answers. "Oh, we can check the lost and found." At this response, remember how your heart jumps up in your throat just a little bit, because you realize that what you lost might be gone forever. All of your hopes are banking on the fact that someone else saw what you're looking for and deposited it in a box that contains pieces of life, often lost, but rarely found. And because, after all, things like your briefcase don't last long in places like that. They're snatched up by strangers and lost and found looters. But because of the love in your heart for that briefcase, a little hope, and a good dose of faith in some good Samaritan, you follow this janitor down a half-lit hallway toward the reception desk, toward this cardboard box that sits nonchalantly at the receptionist's pantyhose toes all day, filled with a random smattering of lost things. Each day, some new little trinket gets added to the collection, and hopefully the one thing you want to find most right now. And you arrive, and the janitor walks back behind the desk and stoops down to lift the box onto the counter with some effort, and you remember the smile on his face as he presents to you your briefcase right on the top, with your high-powered laptop, all the important documents in mixed company, with a lunchbox, 2 jackets, a sweatshirt, 3 sets of keys with gaudy keychains, some lip gloss, and a 15-year-old cell phone just waiting to be found. And next to all those items, your briefcase looks a little different. I mean, you know it's not one of them, the lost items. But you know it's different already, picking up the scent of those lost things. Looking slightly more faded than you remember, even though you've never looked at it with such love. Vowing in your mind to never lose it again, thanking the janitor profusely while snatching it off the pile. As you turn to walk out to leave, you remember that you are amazed by the silence of the half-lit hallway, the peacefulness of the place that your briefcase had been sitting since you left it, and how different it is in the night than the daytime. You hear the janitor start to whistle softly, his eyes following you as you leave, as he puts the lost and found box back where he found it, full of the things people never come back for, and waiting in the same place to be restored to those that lost them by the after-hours janitor any time of night.